Hello, I hope you're well. Feels like a long time since we've had a Phasmophobia update, but the big August update is drawing closer and closer. And the devs have just dropped this on us. We've been teased 2 new ghost types with some very, very cryptic messages that need deciphering. Well, it's a good job we've done that already. Here's what we've got. So, Myling is the first ghost. A Myling is a very vocal and active ghost. They are rumoured to be quiet when hunting their prey. Strength. A Myling is known to be quieter when hunting. Weakness. Mylings more frequently make paranormal sounds. Evidence. EMF level 5. Fingerprints. Ghostwriting. First things first, you may notice that evidence and you might raise your eyebrows. That is the evidence of a revenant, you might ask. Correct. I think they're doing a bit of an evidence rejumble in this update as well, so other ghost types are going to have their evidence mixed up a little bit, maybe have extra evidence as well. We shall see what they do with that. So the strength of a Myling, quieter when hunting. 2 things they could probably do here. Maybe make it so the footsteps and the croaking aren't heard until they're closer. Alternatively, maybe just make those sounds quieter overall. Or maybe even a combination of them both, so we will see. Might be very menacing during hunts because you will have to rely on your eyes more. Obviously, if they're close already with the speed changes that are now in the game, it might be too late. The ghost could just speed up and maybe kill you if you can't break line of sight, if you don't have a smudge stick, for example. So a Myling might be a little bit of a threat once it reaches the hunting stage. Weakness for the Myling. They will frequently make more paranormal sounds. I'm guessing hissing or maybe something else that they're adding in the game. It says paranormal sounds, which makes me scratch my head a little bit. Are they going to do the loud ghost events more often? Have they got new sounds that are coming with this update? We will see. Their weakness looks like it will just make them easier to identify based off behaviour alone though. Secondly, we have the Goyo. A Goyo is a stealthy ghost that can only be revealed by laser light when viewed through a camera. I'm guessing this refers to the background image behind the journal. Unique strengths. A Goyo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. Weakness. They are rarely seen far from their place of death. Evidence. Spirit box. Ghost writing. And what looks like dots projector. Again, I think this could be referring to the background image. They have also teased similar on the Discord in the past via these images here, which do look like dots indeed. I'm guessing this could be maybe something similar to an SLS camera. Perhaps it will reveal the figure of anything that passes. I believe that's what an SLS camera does in theory. We will see. We will see. This, I think, is going to be the new evidence then. Dots projector, because there is one evidence that is going to be new with this update. So they will only show themselves on camera if there are no people nearby. That's their strength. So I do wonder, are we going to... I guess we will be able to view this camera remotely, maybe from the truck, maybe from some other form of handheld device. I'm sure it will make more sense soon. And their weakness, they are rarely seen far from their place of death. So I'm guessing they won't wander too much. We will get a lot of activity, a lot of, like, all the evidence in the ghost room, I imagine. Wandering ghosts have been a bit pesky recently, so I'm guessing if they do seem quite localized in their chosen room, then yes, the behavior might point towards a Goyo. So they seem to be the 2 new ghost types that may come in the August update, the Myling and the Goyo. How exciting! Let's have a little recap of what else is coming this month. So first of all, one new evidence type that we did just briefly touch on, which may be the dots projector, as teased initially on Discord, and for it to count as evidence, it seems like you might have to see them through the camera, not with your naked eye. Secondly, we are going to see some equipment adjustments. Adjustments makes me think that they're going to change how some of the equipment currently works in the game, maybe make some of them more useful, or just change up their purpose entirely. So some of the ones, in my opinion, that I feel need some TLC are the sensors, all of them. I don't feel like they're too useful in the game's current state. And the parabolic microphone, I would love to see some tweaks to the parabolic, maybe to make it a little bit more useful. Then they may even change some of the other items. I'll be very intrigued to see what they do regarding this and what gets affected. Next up, we have some sprinting adjustments. They have heard your pleas over recent months, and they are very pleased to say the movement speed has now been reduced by 50%. Enjoy. But really, I do wonder how they're going to approach this. I do wonder, are they going to just flat increase the speed overall? Or are they going to add like a sprinting mechanic where you have stamina? My guess would be just a flat increase to the sprint overall, which would also mean that they're going to have to rebalance how fast the ghosts are, which does mean that revs and gins are now going to be even faster. Hooray! Next up, we have some replaced equipment models coming, which I think is quite cool because they're putting their own flair on the game. Let me just show you some of these. CJ, the lead artist, has been posting some of the previews on Discord. So first of all, this is going to be the new UV flashlight model. Very snazzy. Kind of looks like a lightsaber to me. Next up, we have a book. The new ghost writing book. Again, looking pretty snazzy. Upgraded from a pencil to a pen. The ghosts better write more often. You've been treated to a biro. Next up, we have some matches, which will tie into the lighter upgrade category later on, because there are going to be upgradable item tiers in this update as well, I believe. Got some ghost hunting, superior quality, conforms to spirit safety matches. There you go. Love it. Next up, we've got a grimoire, which is going to be the final upgrade to the ghost writing book, looking very snazzy yet again. I mean, how could you resist writing in that if you're a ghost, right? Next, we have a lighter. Next up, we have the new fashionable spirit box back in orange. I love that. Spirit box has been my favourite equipment item since the beginning of Phas, so yes, looking very sleek. Love it. Next up, we have the EMF reader, looking beautiful as always. And now we have the level 1 flashlight, looking a little bit clunky, but still cool. Again, a bit of a lightsaber hilt, isn't it? My inner Star Wars is coming out. Next, we have the new camera. Never mind Sony, we have Boney. Ghost Shot GSC W666. Looking sleek. And next up, we have the Parasonic camcorder. So we will now be able to look for ghost orbs, I believe, with this. CJ has said that I think they're going to be a little harder to spot using this, but you can use it on the go and look for them. No longer will we have to use the monitor on the truck, perhaps. Maybe we will all just equip ourselves with this. We shall see. Looking very nice anyway. Next up, this is the new motion sensor, looking very futuristic indeed. And here we have the new parabolic. Again, looking quite glorious. Ghost Hunting Distribution Inc., I think it says there, yeah. And we have a little preview here of the camcorder in action. That's what that one is going to look like. And then, of course, we have the DOTS projector preview here that we saw earlier. Now we think we have a name for it. And that may be the evidence for the Goyo. And then, that's all for the equipment. Looking snazzy. Looking very snazzy indeed. Nice that they're putting their own like unique spin and flair on the items, giving it their own identity, which I think is cool. And to round this up, we are going to have some visual adjustments. Now, it doesn't say what for. They have left this one a little vague. As we've just seen, they are going to rework the equipment models. We've seen some previews of them already. But this one here, I have no idea what it's going to be for. Characters, maybe some of the assets on the maps, maybe the ghosts. Who knows? A bit of a mystery. And to round it up, we have Redacted and More, which may be the two new ghost types that I showed you at the start of the video, and maybe even more secrets and surprises that we haven't been told. Who knows? Only time will tell. So there you go, it's a pretty exciting update that's coming overall. What are you looking forward to the most? Personally, I think I'm looking forward to the two new ghost types the most. And I also think it is really cool that they're making their own skins and models for all of the equipment as well. I like that they're putting their own stamp on things, getting a bit of their own unique flair. I think that's quite exciting for the future of Phasmophobia, moving away from these stock Unity assets. So this update is scheduled to arrive sometime in August. We don't have an exact date, so keep your eyes peeled and your ears sharp. I'm sure it will be here before we know it. Thank you for watching. As always, take care of yourself and I will catch you soon.